Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last season's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. Premier Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Out there, great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Receiver able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. QB bootlegs here. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Muscles past the defender. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they'd love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? That's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Dropping back, it's Miles. Looking for the wideout. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up third down instead.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And the wideout goes in motion. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking downfield near the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. He escapes the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to win the hurry-up offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a quick route. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
back to him. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To throw, it's Miles. And it's caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He makes the grab. They've got him at the 48, and that's a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Has the first down and more. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
And the Huskers will line up here on first down and goal. Play action here on first down. Now rolling out to his left. On the run here. Lets it go. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Trying to get the throw off. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. There's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. We'll give it to the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. There was no catching him that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Nebraska offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Back to throw. It's Miles. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. The Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Motion now from the tight end. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks through the PAT. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Toss play to the running back going left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Scanning the field. It's Miles. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Bishop. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
The Cornhuskers looking to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Pass is caught on a comeback route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Hand off to the single back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Back to throw. It's Miles. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. He's looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
13.
And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Keeping it on the ground here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Ball handed off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? He finds some space. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Design quarterback run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense.
Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation. But it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, I know it's only the 1st half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. They're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tigers. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Miles. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Split backfield here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Miles. Contact as he threw it. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Huskers. That's how you finish a play. Good play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. From the shotgun, drops back. Intercepted in the end zone. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Nebraska, 19.
On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's got room to run. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's he's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? To throw, it's Miles. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go past the 10. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Can the offense convert that pick into points? They're set up 1st and goal. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. How's this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Tigers! They are boarding it on now. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He's running out of time here. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
To the air, it's Miles. Not able to connect, incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense is throwing interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings or formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. To This defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
It's third down for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to scramble. Caught with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. Quick throw. It's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Dropping back, it's Miles. Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They're going to throw for it on third and short. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Way too much speed in that play.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking downfield, it's Miles. And he'll make it into the end zone for 2, cutting the lead to 15.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Fights off the defender. First down and more. He's still running. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down, why not keep it on the ground? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Single back, takes the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today. Showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
And there's the handoff. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Ball handed to the running back. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw. It's Miles. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. What a move. Breaking ankles and still going. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Makes the catch in space. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the run here, lets it go. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Miles. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. 3rd down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter. On a 4th down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Going absolutely nowhere after a loss of the
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Receivers are bunched together. Leaning on the run game here late. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still
looking deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got a deep shot to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Back to pass. It's Miles. Caught quickly. He gets loose. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Huskers come to the line in a hurry up. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
But what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again, hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback, and a great job by the defense of winning the line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback.
Pass caught on a comeback route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on it here late in these obvious drop-back situations.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Miles. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Leaning on the run game here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.